Hello and welcome to Kelly Loves K-Pop. I'm Kelly and today we're going to do a friendship reading between Mamamoo's Hwasa and BTS's Suga. So if you're into that, stick around. Okay, so as you guys know, I do past, present, and future pulls for the friendship reading. So I'm just gonna get those ready. This reading is brought to you by a Ko-fi donator. So if you're interested in getting your own reading like this, feel free to check out my Ko-fi page. I also have a Patreon where you can see kind of spicier readings, stuff that's kind of coming up in the news, scandals, controversies, all that good stuff. You know, we have people like Han So-hee and Chris Wu and the Jimin BTS foreclosure controversy. All that's going to be up there on the Patreon, so make sure you don't miss out on that. And also, if you like personal readings, I have an Etsy shop, so you can get a personal reading about your financial situations or your, you know, your love life or whatever it is you're looking for. I do all of that good stuff. If you have any questions, I have all the links below. Just feel free to shoot me a DM. I'm happy to answer any questions before you go in and make that purchase so you can get the reading you are looking for. Okay, so let's go ahead. So we have past, Eight of Wands. Eight of Wands is communication. So I know that I've done friendship readings on Mamamoo and BTS before. I'll make sure that you see those in the cards up here. I think it's up here. And no, it's over here. I'm like, which way does this face? This way. So you should see them up there. Where I do believe they communicate or have communication, but there was an issue where these days they're too scared to be public about it. So yeah, I think in the past they communicated. In my mind, this reads digitally, like there's a group chat, or, you know, they exchange numbers and they text through, you know, Kakao, whatever. It's something like that where they've definitely had communications and they've met at a, you know, number of events, things like that. But I do think they used to keep in touch in the past. So presently, Queen of Wands. Yeah, Queen of Wands is kind of your, not only your creativity, it has a lot to do with desire, what the heart wants, things like that. So presently, especially regarding this question, I think the question was directly, would they want to work together? Would Hwasa and Suga want to work together? And I think this is a clear yes, that they would want to work together, and we might see them work together because, you know, not only is this Queen of Wands actually playing music, she's the one that is in charge of spreading that creativity with others, growing that creativity with others. So I think presently they may be in talks of working together. So you may not be far off with that question. So let's see future. There is a Ten of Swords in reverse. So future situations look like there's a bit of, it's hard to dance around these subjects, and I try to be as respectful as possible, but I don't want to sugarcoat things. But I do think there will be backlash in the future. Maybe not about this, but it seems like their friendship towards the future means something is not going to end well. It's almost like someone gets kind of stabbed in the back. Now, I don't know if it's particularly them or it has to do with the, you know, sometimes the news likes to be clickbaity and press topics that are actually non-issues, or it could just be fandom related. There's something where someone's gonna feel like, I trusted you and you let this happen to me. Like, that's the energy in the future. So I don't know who, just because this card is a female figure doesn't mean it's gonna be Hwasa. I think it's likely that Hwasa could be the one that feels stabbed in the back, just because the history of female idols, that's a big pattern, but that doesn't mean that's 100% the way it'll be. But one of them will feel kind of stabbed in the back by a situation, I think, in the future. So that could be talking about like the end of their friendship. But that's down the road. That's not right now. So let's not worry about that. We're going to worry about this. We're going to worry about, I think they will. So let's go ahead and look at that. Let's see. So let's go ahead and start with Hwasa first. Does How does Hwasa feel about Suga, and would she work with him? We have the Knight of Swords in reverse and the Page of Swords in reverse. Excuse me, I'm gonna have a sip of my coffee. Both of these talk about really you can't communicate with your inner circle, but you also can't push things along. Like this, if they're working together, it is like, do not, oh, excuse me, I shook the table. Do not tell a soul. Don't tell your friends. Don't tell anyone. Because the swords are communications, but also ideas. But this really feels like if they're working together, they're not going to tell a soul about it before it happens. The Magician upright, or I'm sorry, in the reverse. And the Knight of Wands. So again, Magician also can be communication, and with these swords, I really think it is. Sometimes it's in reverse, it can also be a bit of manipulation, but in this situation, for Hwasa wanting to work with him, I think it means more like she's not in charge of it. If it's happening, she's not the one that's making it happen. It's almost like if it's happening, she's very much in the dark until she shows up. You know, it's like a secret. It's a secret. Knight of Wands, though, means it's happening. It's happening quickly if it's going to happen. So it almost, in this situation, it feels like a feature, like she would be featured on something he's working on. I'm just gonna shuffle these one more time. Okay. So I also want to work with him. Okay, and this also suits to me when in the Mamamoo and BTS friendship reading, they were like, they want to be friends, but they're terrified of what other people would say. So I think even she wouldn't be like, hey, I'm working with Suga, and post like a snapshot before anything's done for fear of people misreading the situation. So there could be something like that too, where she's like, I don't want anyone to come in and corrupt or manipulate what is happening. So I'm not going to say a word. And it could be too, even if they asked her if she wanted to work with him, she's like, I'm not saying nothing. The Moon in reverse. So this is what's hidden will come out. It's being hidden, but what's hidden will come out. So I think it's just telling people to be patient. Page of Pentacles. And again, this feels featurey, like it's not her big thing. If she makes some money off of it, she's not making a lot of money. You know, but there is a form of financial gain to be had. Again, communication. And again, we're seeing things happening necessarily quickly, so it could be something that's coming up maybe not too long from now. Hangman in reverse. So these are both talking about coming out of seclusion, coming out of hiding, coming out of a planning period. Now, this is Hwasa's current energy, so I want to say, even if she's not working with Suga, she's definitely got something coming up soon that she will mention. I don't know if that's more solo stuff for her, or again, it's just a feature she's going to be doing. I know she just did the side thing, but I think there's more to it. Like she's got multiple things going on at one time. Five of Wands, again, creative chaos. So I feel like she's got a super busy schedule with like this stuff going on. Seven of Wands. So yeah, coming out of like a stressful period. So this, I don't know if it has to do with her finding time to like really balance her schedule because she had a lot of other things going on, because I keep feeling that like she's got 2 or 3 projects going on. So there could be some hints and then some misdirects, but she's scared of people like finding out. But I think overall she definitely is open to working with him. She's working on a lot, but if she's working with him, she's not going to say anything until it's time for it to come out. She's not going to hint at it. At least any hints at it will not be like an obvious thing. She's not going to take a picture you know, at the studio or say something about it. She's going to be very cryptic if she does talk about it. But yeah, I think the omen looks really, really good for them to work together. Let's see how he feels, but I think she's like, I'm not going to facilitate it, but if someone calls me, I'm answering the phone. That's the vibe. So let's see. Let's see what Suga, what Min Yoongi feels toward collaborating with Hwasa. Would he collaborate with Hwasa? Okay, so I have the Empress in reverse, 2 of Pentacles in reverse. And the Devil. This makes me feel like either he's worried it wouldn't get the attention it deserves, or it will get the wrong attention. There's an issue with balance here. Although that makes it sound like there's a contractual holdup with the Empress and the 2 of Pentacles. It's almost like a company approval thing. Five of Swords in reverse. So it's almost like he was told what he's created isn't good enough. But it feels like it's on a company's side. So I don't know if that means it's his company that's holding up, saying, hey, this isn't good enough. We don't think this is on the level of what you would put out. So now it feels like it's almost like there was a song or a plan for a song, and it may happen, but now it's not going to happen in an obvious way. Like eventually having a release and it gets put as like a B-side, you know, like if his next mixtape has her as a feature kind of like hidden in the album because the company was like, this isn't good enough to be like a single. It's almost feeling like that. So we still have a Page of Wands. That means there's opportunity, but it's not a big opportunity. You know, it's not like the Empress. It's not getting put in on a big stage. And we got that 10 of Swords. But this is for him, so this means like he's feeling a bit looked over, like it didn't get the attention it deserved or whatever. This really is feeling like a door gets slammed in your face. Like that's the energy of that card. Whoa, okay. Wait a minute. These kind of fell first. So 9 of Cups, yeah. 9 of Cups, Queen of Cups. if this is gonna come out, he's gonna have to really fight for it, which may be why it would be something that comes out on a solo mixtape for him. If it's gonna come out, he's gonna have to be like, this is personally something I believed in. Something, you know, something that is, well, 9 of Cups is a wish fulfillment card. So it has to be like, this is exactly how I envision it and this is how I want it. And I'm going to make sure it comes, but it may not be what the company wanted. So he may be having to fight for his personal agenda there to get something like this out. Then we have the 4 of Wands, which is about stability. The World in reverse. Again, this is about it not coming out. Queen of Wands again. So this, you know, this is our presence. This is the card. This is the presence card. So this whole situation right now depends on him and how hard he's going to personally fight for it. 4 of Wands also to me screams solo. So I have good feelings that he'll get it there, but I think this is the fight. Is that if he's going to record something with her or he wants to get something done, it will only get to be like a B-side on a solo of his if it happens, because for some reason the company doesn't like it, or they don't like their energies together or whatever. They feel like it's not the presentation they want for him, and he'll have to take it into his own hands and put it onto something he's got the power to do. You know, the World is something that's like, it's not going to quite have the success, right? It may manifest, but it's not going to be as outward and visible and successful as people would want. But we got that Queen of Wands, so it's like he's taking care of it, but he's going to have to do it himself. He's going to have to really push for it if it's going to happen. So I think it's still good omens on that, you know. But it doesn't seem like it's something that's going to happen easily. So we'll have to keep our fingers crossed that it does get out and it doesn't get buried or shelved by Hybe, allegedly for entertainment purposes only. You know what I mean? So, yeah. That is what I have for the Hwasa and Suga friendship reading, focusing on collaboration opportunities. Yeah, I think we got good signs. We might have to wait. Like, it's like one of those things that's going to get put on a back burner. And while maybe it was recently done, we may not see it for years, right? Like, it's something that may be put on a shelf for years until he has an opportunity to come back and bring it out. Seems like something like that. It could have been something they've already worked on that got shelved, that he's, you know, he's still in the process of figuring out where he's going to be allowed to put that song. Something like that. So I hope you enjoyed that. Thank you so much. Again, check out the Patreon, check out the Etsy, check out the Ko-fi if you want readings and stuff from me. Links are in the description. Have an absolutely wonderful day. I love you. Take care. Bye.